Hey, what's up guys, this is MugenLord here, and today I want to talk about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadow, because apparently the game has been delayed once again, and there may be some other issues when it comes to the company itself, and a lot of fans are wondering, hey, is this it? Because this delay is really crucial and important to the company, and I wanted to weigh in and give my thoughts on it is because this is getting quite interesting, especially when it comes to 2025. We're starting to see a lot more studios closing down, and I say expect a lot more studios to shut down. But what is exactly going on when it comes to Ubisoft itself? Is there something else at hand here? So before we even dive into this video, make sure to subscribe button and notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. Now, when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadow, the game has already started off on a rocky start. It's on thin ice. And what do I mean by that? Now, if you guys haven't been following what's been going on with Assassin's Creed Shadow, I've done a video about it, and I will pretty much summarize it. I won't spend all day on this, but a lot of people has been upset with what Ubisoft has been doing when it comes to handling the franchise. And now that we in this more, I guess you would say, sensitive time when it comes to the culture war, people are getting fed up with these developers when it comes to DEI and the forced diversity in these games. More specifically, what's been going on with Assassin's Creed Shadow is that we finally get a chance to visit Asia as an important region within the Assassin's Creed franchise, because many people love Assassin's Creed for its fantasy mixed with, you know, historical events and historical characters as we explore these different regions. And we've been to Egypt. We also been to many other places that people have enjoyed, more specifically in Europe. But now we finally get a chance to visit Asian countries with Asian culture, and it fits the Assassin's Creed theme. And so many people were wondering, hey, we finally want to visit Asia, and we're looking forward to it, and hopefully it gets the same respect as the other titles. And once the trailer came out, many people were scratching their heads, and many people had a lot of things to say, especially when it comes to the two protagonists, which we have a female protagonist who's a shinobi, and then we have an African samurai known as Yasuke. And many people were upset about that because there's been debates whether or not he's actually a real samurai. But the most important thing is the fact is that this was a perfect time where that fans were able to go to Japan and actually get a chance to play as Japanese historical figures or even interact with them. And here it is, now we have a African male as a protagonist, and then we have a Japanese female. And many people were saying, like, hey, how can we have a Japanese male and a Japanese female like the other franchises that have both male and female, where have those people reflect their region? And people were upset about that. And then of course, can't leave out the fact is that the developers have also shown some ignorance when it comes to the development of the game, where they were blending different Asian cultures, where a lot of Japanese fans were pointing it out that they had a mixture of Chinese in there as well, which pretty much insulted quite a few Japanese fans. But now we're in this situation. They delayed the game once again. We went from the real release date, which was supposed to be November 12th of 2024, then they pushed it to February of 2024, and then they delayed it now again to its new release date, which is March 20th of 2025. So what is going on here? So we're going to dive into this article that we have from CBR. It says Tencent buyout could mean bad news for Ubisoft. So if you guys don't know, there was supposed to be a potential buyout for Ubisoft from the big company called Tencent. There was talks about Tencent buying Ubisoft. Now, we talked about it before. Some people think it may actually be a good thing, since Tencent has a lot of companies. It's a Chinese company, to remind you too, as well, that has many successful titles under their belt, especially when it comes to Black Myth, Wukong. So people was wondering, say, hey, if Ubisoft is fucking up that bad, then why not let Tencent grab them? But we're going to find out what this article is saying and how it could be bad news for the company Ubisoft. So it says signs persist signaling Tencent will purchase French gaming powerhouse Ubisoft. The publisher announced on January 9th that it had officially appointed a team of advisors dedicated to exploring the transformational options at Ubisoft amid falling stock values and reports of a buyout. Now, I'm wondering, when it comes to the falling stocks, is this why? Could this be the reason why they may be delaying the game? Because from the corporate side of things and from the corporate talk of things, they were saying that they want to take feedback from the player base and when it comes to this game, and so they can incorporate it. Now, I don't understand. I don't know how true they could possibly be since the release date is this close. This close. We only like what, a month and some change apart from its release date. How can he be able to fix and take player feedback within that short period of time? Or are they trying to fix this game enough in order to increase the value of this stock when it comes to this buyout with Tencent? But we want to wait and see. So it says the assembly signals potential major industry changes and affirms months of reporting on Ubisoft acquisition rumors. According to CNBC, Chinese tech juggernaut Tencent has emerged as the front-running candidate to purchase the Assassin's Creed publisher. While the news might split gamers, stockholders let their opinions be known with their wallets. Shares surged by 30% following news breaking on the potential buyout, a much-needed boost for Ubisoft, otherwise enduring a nearly 50% year-over-year skid due to game delays and strategic problems. So I guess it looks like that the shareholders themselves are saying like, yo man, hell with this. This look, go, like 30%. Let's just boost it up. Like, these guys need a buyout because these guys year on top of year has been doing really bad. So that's what I'm thinking what this delay is to boost the value of their stock and everything when it comes to this buyout. So it says that, I quote, leading advisors will explore options to extract the best value for stakeholders. According to Ubisoft's update on the matter, the advisory committee will have to address investors and fans alike. Delays affect gamers, and to their charging, Ubisoft just punted the newest Assassin's Creed installment release to spring of 2025. The release, Assassin's Creed Shadow, is already under widespread scrutiny despite its unavailability. Ubisoft has faced player backlash over plans to include a slew of paywall content in Assassin's Creed Shadows, only to cancel the feature after fans and critics vocalized resounding displeasures. And also, on Steam, they have accidentally leaked out the upcoming DLC that's coming out for the game, which also had fans upset because people saying, wait a minute, there's DLC already this already planned or going to release pretty soon. So does that mean you guys are cutting content from this game and now you guys trying to repackage it and sell it to us as DLC? So things just keep going down a downward spiral for Ubisoft themselves. So it says, despite the lowlights, CEO Yves remains confident about Ubisoft's value. We are convinced there are several potential paths to generate value from Ubisoft assets and franchises. He asserted in a statement, the company's new independent board will oversee a strategic review process to seek the best route forward under industry regulations. After years of creative independence, Ubisoft is stuck between a rock and a hard place. The company will be held to the same standard of excellence it always has been, but will have to release content while offloading €200 in costs and overages by 2026. If unsuccessful or bought out, one of Europe's largest game publishers and producers of its most beloved franchises will be reshaped forever. Yes, so everything is hinged on Assassin's Creed Shadow, and we already seen a lot of cracks within this game itself. We've seen a lot more gameplay, and many people are speculating what are these changes that they're trying to include from the feedback that's given from fans. Now, many people are speculating, are they going in to pretty much change Yasuke's influence on the game, or are they trying to, or will they double down on it? Because more people are starting to notice that the female shinobi is starting to have more gameplay. They're starting to show more of her and less of Yasuke. So the whole goal for them is trying to raise up the value in order to bring up their stock value by delaying this game, hoping that they'll be able to improve on this. But can they do it? We already seen the failure, which was Star Wars Outlaws, which that game didn't meet expectations, and it came out at, with low quality, bugs and everything. We already talked about it in a ton of videos talking about how they mismanaged and handled the female protagonist, pushing this diversity and inclusion in their titles, especially when it comes to Star Wars Outlaws, which really turned away a lot of fans. And it also didn't help also with the journalists when they interviewed the actress as well when it comes to diversity, inclusion, feminism, and being the first Latino lead in the Star Wars game. So there's a lot of things that's going on with the company, and the question is, will they be able to get out of this slump? Will they be able to recover from this? Could Assassin's Creed Shadow, and I'm going to ask this question to you guys too, could Assassin's Creed Shadow do a complete 180 and surprise everyone? Now, in my personal opinion, when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, don't be surprised if the game initial launch start off positive, with positive sales and everything, because Assassin's Creed is a popular franchise. It's been over a decade since this franchise has been around. So many people resonate with it. People know the brand of it. So its name alone could possibly sell this game early on. But the question is, will this game have legs? Will this game actually prove itself to actually be a good game, despite the controversy that surrounds it, despite Yasuke being in the game, which many fans are upset about? Will this game actually do some justice when it comes to representing Asian culture or Asian mythology within the confines of the Assassin's Creed franchise? But we want to wait and see how this all turns out. And another thing about Tencent itself, Tencent just been gobbling up companies like Thanos trying to get the Infinity Stones. So do you think it will be good for Tencent to actually acquire Assassin's Creed? Will it do good for the company? Because as you can see, the shareholders themselves is really seeing it as a positive thing, because apparently that Ubisoft itself is not doing too well under its own independence. So can Tencent come in and actually turn this company around? And I will definitely love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So that pretty much wraps up this video. What do you think about this whole situation with Ubisoft? Is this it for Ubisoft? If this game fails, will this mean the complete shutdown or even the buyout of this company? And what will the future of this company be if they happen to be bought out by Tencent itself? And do you think that there could be a possibility that this game actually does really well? So definitely want to hear your thoughts. If you like the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.